Get you all comfy.
I'm telling you, this is the position. You should be there with me.
Well, I've actually got to do all the hard work in this, like standing up, walking 6 feet, and pressing stop or record. I am the audio god on this, which is why we sound like ass every single week.
No, it's just the getting up and down's the hard part.
Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
And welcome to Every Shower is a Urinal.
Facts, man.
Well, I mean, we're boys. We're basic creatures, right?
Super basic.
Yeah. So we figured. So the story comes from, I was down at a dance thing in Salem this weekend, and we'll post it up on the socials, but you
have to show the picture because picture.
It was just so silly. So the boys' locker room, which was like the only bathroom available to all the dance dads, go in there, and it's a wall of these showers that go from the front wall to the back wall along the whole system. And then at the back wall, in between each lane of showers, was a urinal. So apparently either they don't want the boys peeing in the shower or boys pee in the shower so much that you might as well put a urinal in there, or we're such a bad shot that you might as well put the urinal in the shower so at least it's easier to clean up all the times we miss.
It was a very interesting photo.
Well, it's why I took it, because I had no idea what the hell was going on with that crap. Like, somewhat brilliant, but also confusing.
Yes. And just to verify once again, folks, school was closed, so Alex was not in the high school boys locker room taking pictures of the shower and the urinal. So
there was also another, I was super impressed with the ability of Sprague High School in this instance. There was a sign that said phones, or let's see, what was it? Phones prohibited locker room. That was just it. Phones prohibited locker room. Okay, that's smart to have that there. But words were not necessarily spelled right. The grammar wasn't necessarily great. Oh boy, we're really reaching for the stars here, folks. We don't trust the boys not to just pee on everything, and we should probably tell them not to use their phones in here.
That's a good thing. Could you imagine? I'm guessing that's probably a standard. I haven't been in many high school bathrooms recently. But
when you and I were that age, that wasn't an issue.
No, those cameras on flip phones, I don't even think they were.
What am I going to do, bring my briefcase phone in there? Hang on a second. I need to charge this up so I got another 30 seconds of phone calls I can make. God damn.
So now, again, I guess it's probably a common issue with schools nowadays, with phones in locker rooms. Yeah,
and urinals in locker rooms and I don't know. It was just fascinating.
It was a great picture. You're gonna have to check it out when it gets posted to socials.
Well, this week we're drinking something that I found at our local liquor store. According to a reputable source, it is supposed to be the replacement for Blanton's, since you can't find Blanton's anywhere without a lot of work. It is Blade and Bow, straight Kentucky bourbon. It's a 91 proof, and we've already sampled a little bit of it, and we had to look it up a little bit because it's not something we see every time. And I don't know. You want to cheers on this one, Mike?
Yeah, let me get my glass. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
there you go. There we go.
All right.
Consume a little more now.
Now we'll go to the ASMR part of our podcast. I do it on purpose.
I know. Just fucking sloppy in the microphone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's Joanna's favorite part of the podcast, when I just smack my lips into the microphone and talk about things that are moist.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to get JoJo on our break.
No. We don't need a referee up here.
Well, this time we'll just make sure we open the door for her, so there's no more damage.
That door's never been the same since that day. Still can't get it to close
I
all
was
the way.
going to say, it doesn't close completely, right?
Nope.
So that means no locking either?
Nope.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yes, we are.
We're fucked. No, man, this is pretty smooth. This is a good way to start the recording here.
Yeah.
Not hot.
Yep.
Drinking it neat.
Yep.
Little NBA on in the background.
Yeah. Well, at least we got something. We're not stuck down to curling or anything yet.
It's coming though, buddy.
Yeah.
It's coming. We have some NBA, some golf, and then man, we're gonna have to do some fun things for
like this summer.
The Olympics.
We'll be all right. We got the Olympics coming, so we've got at least one episode, maybe two planned for that one. I mean, there may be some outdoor recording where Mike and I are attempting some athletic feats.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of stretching before those.
Make sure you make that chiropractor appointment before we do that one.
He's gonna be making some co-pays off me coming up here.
Yeah, maybe the podcast needs to start carrying insurance. Like what are you guys claiming today? Well, it's so funny story. We decided to do a high jump, but I put the high jump next to the edge of the wall on the backyard, and Mike went down the hill. So
Big Mike down. Big Mike down.
Well, all right, so every shower is a urinal, which, all right, so
I just thought that was common knowledge,
yeah,
right?
so for me, that's true. Like, every shower is a urinal. If I got to pee and I'm in the shower, I'm going to pee, right?
1,000%.
Okay, so that's not outside the norm.
Nope.
Okay, so what else is a urinal, though? Like, as, like, the most basic of males, as we are, what the hell else are we using as a urinal? Like just the world? Or we just putting a urinal sign around the world like it's all ours, and if we pee on it, it's ours. We're just dogs.
Yeah. Well, you have a boy, so when I was back in Cooper's early potty training days, if we were outside sitting around the fire pit or doing stuff outside, family things or whatever.
Yep.
Man, he knew. We had one spot on the fence that's where you would go. So Kate would just be like, unbelievable. I guess it's good that he's not, he's correctly pulling down his pull-ups, right? And everything. So
yeah, it's a win.
So we taught him, early age, it's okay to pee outdoors in nature.
Yeah. Well, so please tell me you painted like a target or something on the fence.
No? I should have. The wife, it was hard enough to get permission.
Just let him do
when
this?
Coop did it, it was cute, right?
Right.
When my boys and I did it, not so cute, because we had to hit the same fence area.
Well, were you pulling your pants all the way down to your ankles like Coop would?
It depends. It was late at night, getting out of the hot tub. There might have been some pants all the way down to the ankles.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's the best part, because then it's just an absolute glory of a view for the wives, right? They get to just see that flat hairy rear end just hanging out
there for the world, baby.
You got to do it a little bit less now though, because of the cameras and everything else.
I know, man. Every front yard, backyard, side gate, front door, everything has cameras nowadays. It's crazy.
It's just painful.
It's helped on certain fronts as far as having teenagers, right?
Yep.
The days of the house parties, I think, are they still happen, but I feel like we grew up in a good time, right?
Yep.
Shit, now it is hard.
It is.
I couldn't imagine. We talked about it in early episode when my biggest scam back in the day was the call from a friend's house who I told my parents I was spending the night in just to make sure the caller ID would match up.
Uh-huh.
Could you imagine fucking every front door you go to, you're probably on 2 or 3 cameras,
or your parents just look at your location like, well, you said you were at Mike's house, but where are you actually?
Same. Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. It would suck now, but that doesn't stop me from using everything around the edge of this house as a urinal.
You got a nice setup. I mean, you got some.
Yeah, I got that pipe coming out of the ground.
Pipe coming back. So if you're feeling fancy, right, you actually want to, I don't know, I don't want to call it respectable, but it's fancy, right? You kind of go around the corner, you got that beautiful PVC.
It's redneck boutique.
Hey, it's way nicer than whatever Our first house, we bought our first house. We were young. It was right before Madison was born. So I think we were like 23 or 24.
Yeah.
And unfinished backyard, right? It was a brand new build.
Yep.
So it came with literally like a 3x3 concrete pad that you could literally just step on. And then all I had was fucking dirt and nothing else.
Classy.
So we slowly, right, I learned how to do some concrete work, bought all the tools, and made a little concrete pad next to that one for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Then later did a nice cobblestone patio. But at one point I remember all of our friends were coming over and giving us, housewarming gifts. And well, we were peeing outside quite often. We had privacy on the right-hand side that no one could really see. So we built a piss trough with just some hose and shovel that kind of went out to the back fence line. So see, nothing nearly as fancy as your...
No, wait a minute. Wait, I want you to explain this a little bit. Just a piss trough. Like, is it like a Home Depot bucket with a hose attached to the bottom of it, or...
Oh, no, that's even giving me way too much credit.
Oh.
The fucking lot sloped to the back fence, so we just dug a trough with a hoe. So piss.
It's just in the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There was no cover. No, it was just literally you pissed, and then it went into a trough to the back fence line.
So your
trough.
Your neighbors every so often just got a yellow river flowing in.
Like I said, I was young. I had no money. There was no PVC pipe in the budget.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, when we were that poor, just digging a ditch. That's the thing.
I want a urinal in the house, and Kate is very aware of my dreams and aspirations. It has yet to happen.
Well, so I'll tell you.
At some point, I'm getting a urinal.
I'll tell you, it's problematic, and it's problematic for two main reasons.
All right.
So our neighbors right next door to us have a urinal in the downstairs bathroom.
I'm already liking the story.
And so when we built this house, I built it so that downstairs bathroom in the kids' play area could have a urinal in it. So it's plumbed, it's ready to go. I just have never put it in because he had two major issues with the urinal in his house. One was at some point the valve stuck on the flush mechanism.
All right.
And so the water just kept flowing, and they were on vacation for 5 days. Now, most of the water went down the drain, but some of the water did not. So it partially flooded their downstairs bathroom with mostly water, but also a little bit of whatever was left in the urinal at the time. So that's problem one. Problem two is you may have a urinal, but nobody wants to clean a urinal. Raise your hand if you want to be the one that has to go down there and clean the urinal after 20 high school boys have come by and used your urinal.
All right, so you bring up a valid point.
Right.
Story one, you could say that could happen to a toilet, so that's not deterring me too much.
Okay.
What I've always wanted, and there's some plans online, is to plasma cut an old keg.
I've seen one.
Dude, that's my fucking...
There's a tap house down in Salem that I was at that has those.
Keg urinals?
Yep.
So I like those because you can plasma cut, right? They flip them upside down, the ball joint where the coupler goes in.
Yep.
You do all your plumbing off that as far as the drain goes.
Yep.
But depending on how wide you cut, I feel like it gives you a little better splash guard, right?
Yeah,
because that's kind of what you're
coming
referring
around
to, right?
Yeah,
so
you need to come around the edges
something
a little
like
bit.
that. And then let's just be real. Fuck, I'd go on Amazon or somewhere and just throw a shit ton of fresh cakes in there and call it good.
Yeah, until it is just caked on the outside with something that is no longer white. Like those toilets are almost always white, unless you're over at Nike or something like that, and they're all black and something like that. But you know, the white urinals eventually are no longer white. It's the same reason all the toilet lids in our house are detachable.
Oh yeah,
so that you can put them into the dishwasher and have the whole thing clean.
Shout out to detachable toilet. We need to get a sponsorship.
Whiskey and Wine Podcast, sponsored by Detachable Toilets. When you piss all over us, you can still wash us.
So all this talking about urinals, I feel like I have kegs, right?
Yeah.
You have some space back here.
And I've got a plasma cutter.
Let's do it. I'll bring one over.
What are we going to plumb this into? Do you want me to just drill a hole in the wall and we'll just let it leak out onto the roof?
No, if you want. I mean, I'm thinking about either putting it next to your PVC pipe one that you have already, or using that as the existing drain and then fucking coupler up into that.
Oh, hell yeah. We can white trash the hell out of this.
I don't know why I haven't I got fucking kegs all over the place.
Yep. No, we're doing all right. So we're gonna do a live.
You have a plasma
episode.
cutter?
Yep.
Oh man, we might want to double up your homeowner insurance today. We plasma.
Okay,
cut
so
it.
let's not plasma cut next to the wood pile.
Or, hey, this is coming from the guy that used the fucking fuel on the farm.
You know, I've noticed you've still not found that picture of me in the front page of the Malala Pioneer. So
it's funny you brought that up. I'm about 10 years through right now searching cover to cover. So don't think your boy's gonna find it.
Oh fuck!
And if I can't soon,
one of our
JoJo might have some contact numbers and names that I could use to expedite my search. Yeah, but I'm fucking looking for it. So
she would out me no problem.
I know, man. I want that cover so bad.
Oh, great. I can't wait for you to send it into like Shutterfly and turn it into a giant canvas print for up here.
Pull a Big Joe. You're going front and center and tap. I'm going to put you right above the digital pour menu board so everyone sees it.
Dick.
Yeah, I'm going to find that cover, buddy. I'm going to find that cover.
A sign on the bottom. This is my partner in the podcast in all his redneck glory. Oh.
See, we can hang one up at the Elks, too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, this is, I really appreciate your dedication to this, but
I already have it pictured in my head what it looks like.
It's
so
not great.
That's what you're saying, but in my head, it's just the most wonderful newspaper cover in the history of what was the paper? Malala.
Oh, I'm not going to remind you.
That's fine. Hold on. JoJo. I'll find it, buddy.
Don't invite that up here. She's absolutely going to be like, hang on a minute. I've got a copy.
Wait, is there a copy in this house somewhere?
There may be.
Oh, I can't wait till we take our first break.
So when it happened, my mom bought like 50 copies of this piece of shit paper.
Yeah, that didn't even dawn on me. I should have known there's fucking copies here somewhere.
And she kept 50 copies of this piece of shit paper. And every so often, my dad is kind enough to, bring it out, remind my children, here's your dumbass of a father. Don't be like him.
All right, so let's do this. I just came across, I was on the cover of Tiger Times.
Oh.
When Tap 4 opened. They did a whole story on us. We were technically, I guess, our claim if we were the first.
Look, if you're not shirtless,
house, right?
I'm not doing tit for tat on this.
I'm not shirtless.
Yep, I'm not doing tit for tat on this.
All right, maybe I can get Mary to do a copy, an updated picture of me and put it on there with her photo skills.
Yeah.
But we could share cover for cover. How's that? Would that entice you to possibly dust off one of these from under the bed or on the top shelf of your closet?
No phones, no photos.
I'll keep the phone up here.
All right. Fair. I'll potentially.
All right. You can wait. I'll bring mine over. Bring mine over next time. We'll go cover for cover.
All right. I'll tell you if I find it.
All right.
All right. So now we're doing a live episode where you and I get the plasma cutter out and we're turning a urinal.
That's right. Back to the urinal. Let's get back to the golden showers, Alex.
No, not golden
showers. Sorry. Showers, urine. Okay, yeah. I said it wrong. My bad.
This is not a kink podcast.
What
do you guys do during the break? Oh, well.
That's right. Sorry, very different. That's right. All showers are urinals, not golden. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm back on the right page. Sorry. Right. We could have went a whole different route.
Yeah, no, we're not going down golden showers, soaking, any of that. We're not doing that. Never. We're never doing that.
Right now, Kate's ears perked up. She heard a keyword that she is very stressed about. Back to the piss.
Yeah. We'll just talk about pee. It's totally fine.
So I guarantee if we pooled a group of gentlemen, that there would be no denying or questioning that.
You don't think there's all right? So you get 20 people. I mean, shit, we could create a poll on the social medias or whatever, but you don't think at least one person would go, no, peeing in the shower is not okay?
No, I was going to say there would have been out of 20, 1 or 2 would say no.
Okay.
If everyone was truthful.
Yep.
Because I don't think there's a shower I haven't pissed in, my friend.
You stayed here once.
I didn't shower.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Like,
no, I didn't even shower, but
I need to get the sandblaster out for that shower over there.
There was no Big Mike. I did the 10 steps from this room to a mattress, and I fell. I barely woke up the next morning.
Yep.
Ate some grease.
Yep.
All right. Hung out for a few, and then I had to rush home to get my house in order before my family showed up.
All right. So you did not pee in one of my showers.
No.
All right.
So
fair.
You don't have to worry.
Good.
But on the second sleepover, just make sure and leave me some of that fucking bleach spray in there, and I'll clean up accordingly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your attempt at trying to erase the evidence of it.
Plus, even if I would have on the last, it would have been so clear.
No, it wouldn't have been, because you just went through all the bourbons, so it was definitely going to be a little bit more amber colored.
Oh yeah, you're right. I drank water, but probably not enough.
Not enough, and I mean, you know, the tequila was clear, the vodka was clear.
Yeah, see, I had such a foolproof plan going into that evening.
Yeah,
and then I blame tequila.
Yeah, well, no, you blame JoJo, and she's okay taking that blame.
All right, well, good. As long as we see eye to eye on this.
Yeah. So what else is a urinal?
Boom. What else?
Yeah. What else is a urinal? I mean, every shower is a urinal.
Yeah.
Like, where else are you? I mean, like, clearly nature is a urinal.
Oh, yeah, we've covered that, right? Backyards, front, camping.
Yep.
My group of friends, we used to do an annual camping trip every year. And we're not state campground guys, right? Because, I mean, not that we were...
Because you're not allowed in there.
Well, no, it's just the whole, I appreciate quiet times, right? Because I would take the kids. Kate's not a camper at all. But I'd take the kids camping and everything. There's definitely a time for state ground camping.
Yeah.
But when we're early 20s, going into our 30s, it was about a 10, 12-year span that we would do this annual camping trip. We'd go up to Detroit Lake.
Yep.
And we just kind of pull off on the road, go down to the lake.
Yep.
And that's where we would camp, right? We would have kegs of beer, 10 to 12 of us, not super rowdy, but just we're not stopping music and being quiet at 10 o'clock. So that's why we had to use the random just sandbar on Detroit Lake.
Right.
The negative thing, if there is a negative thing, is there's no restroom facilities.
No.
Right? So we would we didn't care. One year one of the guys was smart enough. He would go hunting out in Eastern Oregon. He made the toilet lid on a walker, then built a platform on it, and then we actually bagged it. Because normally we would just shit anywhere, right?
Yeah. You dig a hole.
We dig a hole, right?
You squat over it.
And we had this walker that we converted into a portable toilet seat. And it worked really, really, really good. The problem, though, is...
That's pretty bougie, man.
And then, it was kind of fun. Whoever was the last one up that day, they would have to take the shit bag and dispose of it. So needless to say, you'd hear a lot of people's alarms on cell phones going off in the morning because no one wanted to be the last one there.
The last one literally holding the bag.
Yeah. But before this bougie toilet that was a walker, right, that we converted, we would literally just go down to the waterfront of the lake, and there was a small, 3-4 foot just natural wall, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the trees that would grow close to it, roots would come out. So we'd always find one. We'd throw a toilet paper roll on that, and it was always great, right? You'd wake up in the morning after drinking and hanging out, go down to
eating really good food.
Oh, yeah. We'd get a super greasy breakfast going, right? Yeah. Have a little fresh pressed coffee. We'd be drinking just rocket fuel, right? It was like...
Yep.
Folgers times 10, right? And we would all take turns going down the waterfront. And it was always so funny because you'd get down there. There would always be that early boat or two, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to get
the
water
glass.
time. Yeah. And there we were, fucking on the side of the lake next to the
morning
wall.
neighbor.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Great looking bayliner you got. Just shitting and then have our nature toilet paper roll. So yeah, big fan of the nature. If you haven't, hold on, see.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's been a hot minute or two. I mean, like I've told stories about, you know, like having to poop behind a boat when I was walking the dog, and
we told stories about using bottles and other vessels while in a car driving or doing parade routes.
Yep, I've peed on my brother peed on an electric fence. Yeah. So, you know, I wouldn't suggest an electric fence as a urinal, but it is entirely
an option.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
So we have it easy. In other words, males have it very easy.
Now, if you're stupid though, sometimes you use the wrong place. So your camping story reminded me that there was a time we went camping out. I don't even remember where it was, but I was trying to just, you know, it's 9-10 at night or something like that. We're half a, you know, bladder of wine in or something, you know, the Franzia box wine that you just hang from the pop up. Yeah. And that's what you're drinking. And so we're, you know, one or two of those in, and I got to pee. So I walk a little bit outside this campground, and apparently I walked by a bald-faced hornet nest, and I was unaware that bald-faced hornets will build a nest in the ground out in the forest.
Okay.
So I'm half drunk, and I'm peeing and everything else, and all of a sudden I feel like little pinch, and I'm like, oh son of a bitch, ow, and I'm just all of a sudden running back into the campground with like everything still hanging out, screaming bloody murder like somebody's shooting at me. And it turns out that I'd stepped right on the nest, and so they were just stinging and biting me all up my leg. They never got the twig and berries, thankfully.
Oh man!
But I had something like 15 or 16 stings and bite. Well, I mean, it would have been nice if it swole up a little bit, but it didn't. Instead, I just ended up with like a massive infection on one leg because this was like day one of camping, and there's no showering and everything else. And so we get back from camping, and I've just got this infection all down my leg, having to go into the hospital.
Oh shit. So this was
they give me, you know, IV antibiotics, everything else, and you know, eventually it's calmed down and everything. But from that point on, I had like this little tinge of fear every time I walked out in the forest to go pee. Like, do I want to risk getting stung somewhere that it would hurt significantly more? Yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, see, geez, now I might second guess every time hearing that story.
Yeah.
Shit's serious. I never. Well, I'm glad you're still with us, buddy.
And intact.
That's right.
You know, it's the little things in life, as Joanna likes to refer to me as. The little things in life.
That's always the little things, buddy.
This episode of Whiskey and Wine Podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus, Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all-inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of the party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend with them. pdxpartybus.com.
What?
Mike,
What?
Mike, stop, no.
What? Are you recording?
Yes.
I'm peeing still.
God damn it,
All
Mike.
this time. Wait. I think I'm done. All right, hold on.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, I'm back. Asshole, I didn't know you were going to record.
Well, I told you I was going to start, and you just like, hang on.
All this talk about pee, and maybe I had to go pee. Oh, man.
Oh, there you go. And welcome back to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast and all our glory. Was that an
He's still
enjoyable...
Alex. I'm still Big Mike.
Yeah. You want to put Little Mike away, though?
Hey, he's all tucked away.
Okay,
Nothing to
thank
see
you.
here. I didn't even get any anywhere.
Thank you for not getting it on the chair.
I don't want to have to sit in it for the next 30 minutes.
Well, we've done worse.
Oh, man. The power of podcasts. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that definitely lost us 1 or 2 listeners.
That's ugly.
So we're down to 5 or 6.
Hey, just think though. We got that new what was it? The trailer? No.
Oh,
intro?
Yeah.
What the hell did we?
No, it's a trailer.
Yeah, buddy.
They haven't approved it still.
Well,
Like they approved our podcast before they approved our trailer.
Well, shout out to Apple Music.
Oh. Cheers, buddy, for second half of the show.
Yep, I noticed my glass somehow got refilled while I was gone.
Mm-hmm. It's magic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel good now, see? Took a pee.
Yeah.
Got some bourbon.
Yep.
Still watching golf.
Yep.
What else we got on the lineup for today? I know you got more stories, Alex. I got one.
All right.
I got one queued up. So
All right. You want me to go first then?
I don't know, buddy. You tell me.
All right.
All right.
So, back when I was a kid, I was a big nerd. Okay, so like space camp, all of that kind of stuff. I love doing that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you remember, but the old OMSI up by the zoo.
Oh, buddy, I absolutely remember. That was
Yeah.
That was one-stop shopping when we first moved up here. You had the zoo, you had the OMSI right there. Yeah.
Yep. You could wear the kids out in half a day and hit 2 things for a reasonable price.
Yep,
And
yep.
it was perfect. If it's raining, you take the kids to OMSI. If it's sunny, you take them to the zoo. Right.
Yep.
So back when I was a kid, OMSI used to hold their little junior space camp, but they had a replica of the Gemini capsule that they had, and they would use that. It was still a working replica of the Gemini capsule.
Yeah.
So it's got all the switches, it's got the really uncomfortable chairs, it's got everything. So the Gemini capsules also had a urinal built into them.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm one of the astronauts that has to sit in this Gemini capsule while we simulate with all the other kids a Gemini launch. And, you go up into space and you simulate a spacewalk and everything else. So I'm in my little spacesuit. Everything's all hooked up.
Tell me there's a picture of this somewhere, too.
No, I think there's a reason there's not a picture of this, because I think OMSI had to throw this fucking suit away.
Oh, shit. Are you 86 from OMSI, do you know?
I don't think so.
Have you had membership since this?
Yeah, so
okay,
I think
then you're still legit.
Since they were willing to take my money for a membership, I think we're still okay.
Well, I was just worried if we were going down some uncharted territory, if there's statute of limitations or anything. All right, continue.
Yeah, great. My picture's still up at the like, this guy's not allowed in. So we're like an hour and a half into this simulated Gemini capsule thing, and I've got to pee. But I know that the suit is built with, because they taught us all about the urinals and everything else, so I know that the suit is hooked up with the urinal. Right. It's not actually, because it's just the simulated one, and it's just the kind of shitty, like, here's the kids camp one. So I think I'm hooked up to the urinal, and so I decide that I'm just going to pee in the urinal built into this suit. There is no urinal built into this suit.
Give me some backs. Like, how many people are around right now?
Well, so there's the other.
You need to set this up. I need more info.
So, shit. All right. So there's me and there's the other astronaut, right? So Gemini capsule 2 people in the capsule, and then there's all the kids that are the flight director and flight operations and everything else at the little panels and everything else.
All right.
Then there's all the counselors that are kind of like, okay, now they're at they're at aperture and they've got to do this. Make sure you're walking them through this. Like, great. Astronaut Alex, how are you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm changing my contact in my phone right now. Keep going. Astronaut Alex. I love it. Keep going.
So, I don't say anything. I'm not like, hey, Astronaut Alex has got to pee. I'm at this age, I'm like 9, right? So I'm 8 or 9. I'm really young. Astronaut Alex needs to pee. Astronaut Alex is not going to say he needs to go pee. He's going to make the assumption that the built-in urinal that they taught us about at this camp is actually there. I don't understand that there's like a whole system that would have to be attached. It's not just like the suit magically goes it sucks it out of you or something. So at some point I pee, and that pee's got nowhere to go in this little simulated suit. So as an astronaut, you're on your back in this chair with your legs up. So it slowly starts settling down, and then it's on my back, and then it starts kind of seeping out of the back of this astronaut suit, and eventually they see it kind of like there's a little bit of a puddle going on, and one of the counselors goes, I think we've got a small issue here. We're gonna take a little break.
Hold on. We're going to put the spacecraft on autopilot and fucking
everybody,
astronaut Alex
we're pausing the simulation real quick, and we're all going to take a little break. Everybody get some water, get your snacks, whatever else you want to do.
Yeah, not too much water, though.
The guy comes over, he's like, did you pee in the suit? I'm like, yeah, I used the urinal.
Yeah, you taught me about the thing. And
he goes, okay, bud. We're going to go walk into the back now. So walk into the back, and he's like, you're going to have to get out of your clothes. You've got to get out of the suit. You're going to have to change. Do you have a change of clothes? No. Why would I have a change of clothes? Like, it's a day camp. Like, this isn't some overnight camp. I didn't bring a suitcase or something.
Please tell me something.
They went to the Lost and Found, and they found clothes that would fit me.
Oh, you even got some random Lost and Found
Lost and Found clothes at OMSI. They put me in those clothes. Then they put me back in the Gemini capsule, not in the spacesuit anymore, after they had maintenance come and clean up the capsule. And he made sure to say many times, okay, don't pee in the capsule again. Please don't pee in the capsule again. So years later, when my kids wanted to go to OMSI, they're like, look, the Gemini capsule. And I'm like, don't go in it. Trust me, do not go in that. You don't know.
Tell me at some point during this, the gentleman that worked there made an announcement that came on the radio that said, Houston, we have a problem.
To clean up in the Gemini capsule.
So was it pretty traumatic?
No,
or did you not give a shit?
I didn't really give a shit. I was more annoyed that for some reason the stupid urinal in the spacesuit didn't work.
My suit's broken.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like this is supposed to be immersive as I sit in a fake capsule in Portland, Oregon, and I don't understand why the goddamn urinal didn't work. There you go.
Here.
Cheers to astronaut Alex pissing all over himself.
Good God. I don't even know. I don't even know if my story's worthy.
I get the feeling it probably is.
Well, see, this one doesn't actually pertain to myself.
Oh,
it was a traumatic experience that I was a part of with my daughter.
Okay.
So we were in Shanghai. I believe she was, maybe 2 years old. Okay. We're going to go with 2.
All right.
You hear that, Kate? If it's not, then you can add that to the
add that to the list in episode 1575 when you guys come on to correct everything.
So she was somewhere. Actually, no. You know what? Shit. We're going 3. 3's my final answer.
All
she was 3 years old.
Okay.
Downtown Shanghai, we're having a very nice dinner. My in-laws were living there for his last little Nike stint before he retired.
Okay.
So went and visited him for a few weeks.
Right.
Great experience. I won't even get into all the awesome craziness there, but we ended up going to a very fancy restaurant.
All right.
And it's my family, my in-laws, some other factory people,
Yep.
Nike people.
Yep.
So daughter says, I have to go to the bathroom. I got this, right?
Right.
Stretch my legs. We'll go. And up until this point, Kate was training me, or at least, trying to teach me, because my wife, she lived all over Asia, right?
Right.
She lived in
Right.
Thailand and South Korea. I mean, she's been all over the country.
World traveler
Yes.
versus California boy Mike.
Yes. So she tried to say, hey, when we go places, you might experience this and that, and things might not be exactly what you're used to in America, right?
Right.
Well, up until this point, every bathroom I've been in, it's a standard bathroom.
Right.
Right?
You walk in, there's urinals and a toilet.
Yep.
Western bathrooms.
So I'm expecting at this very nice restaurant everything to be the same. Take my daughter to the restroom. We walk in the men's restroom, and I'm looking around. I'm right off the bat, I'm noticing there's some different stuff going on.
Oh, no.
Open the stall door, and there is no toilet.
Oh, no.
So I open the stall door next to me, and there's no toilet. And I notice, shit, here we go.
Oh, no, it's the hole in the floor.
It's the hole in the floor. My daughter's young, and she was very small. So what image I have in my brain going, if she gets close to the hole and falls in, is she, I don't have a winch. I don't know how deep said hole is. I don't know where this hole leads, right?
There's an underground society in there, or what?
So I'm telling her to hold it for a second while I assess the situation. Well, apparently there's not much
holding power.
Yes. So she's like, Daddy, I gotta go. And I was like, all right, we gotta figure this out. So
how do I tell you how to do this?
So it crossed my mind to take her to the sink because it was up higher. But I was like, if someone walks in, then they're gonna see, quote unquote, dumb American
with the kid's ass in the sink.
So I said, all right, I used to be good at that. The little fair game, right? You shoot the water in the fucking balloon, and then it pops, and you win the stuffed animal. So I'm like, all right, Big Mike, we're gonna do this. All right. So I told my daughter, I'm gonna lift you up. I'm gonna kind of cradle your legs, and I need you just to go. And I'm going then to direct your body with the wide stance over the hole. So I prep her, I lift her up, and nothing's feeling natural for either one of us. She's now crying, right? And I'm like, shh, no, honey, let's not cry. We are in China. I don't know what. Just go, relax, right? Dude, Alex, you can. Well, she's not gonna remember this story, but Kate will tell you. We came back we finally finished, right? I didn't fall in. She didn't fall in.
Successful.
We got it, right? It was going off my memory. It was a fucking shit show. Wash up, go back to the table, and Kate instantly knows something's wrong, right? She could tell Madison's been crying. I'm fucking just exhausted, and I don't want to ruin dinner, right? So I don't share, but I share this story with them when they had a driver. So we get back in our van. We're going back to their apartment, and I told them the story, and I didn't get sympathy. They fucking laughed. Dude. My in-laws, Kate, everyone.
Fucking rookie white boy.
I'm like, never again. While we're here,
Kate, guess what? You get to take her in and teach her how to do the squat over the hole, because this is never happening.
See,
again.
no, I panicked, man. I should have probably just
walked back out and been like, Kate. What the fuck?
Or even, now I look back, I'm like, I guess I maybe should have just held Madison's hands. Like, I don't know what. I panicked, man. I went straight back to the frickin' Tiger Balloon Festival or Rose Festival. I'm going to fucking pop the balloon and try to win a $4 stuffed animal horse.
You were aiming your kid's ass in order to hit the balloon.
It was traumatic.
Wow.
It was very traumatic. And the ironic part, we were there for 2 frickin' weeks, right? It was only...
That was the only true Eastern bathroom that you ran into.
The only one. Everywhere we went, man. It was just standard grade stuff, and we had to go to the one fucking restaurant.
That tracks. So when Joanna and I were in London, one of the restaurants that we went to high tea, and it's in this very fancy hotel, and they had decided to make some different version of a urinal just to be funny or new or something like that. So you walk in to this very fancy, like this is one of those bathrooms with an attendant. That kind of fancy.
Yeah, we've talked about
like,
those.
Yeah, not strip club attendant, true attendant. Right? So you walk into this bathroom and it's kind of, you've got the stall doors for the regular toilets, and then there's this weird alcove that is about 8 feet deep. It's a circle, and there's just a bunch of glass walls with this black marble all the way around. So it's like a slanted surface in front of you, glass wall either side of you, and then just granite wall behind. And so you
fuck this place.
The dog decided he was leaving. So since the door doesn't actually close anymore, he just pushed himself out.
He said, "I can't deal with this shit anymore."
You guys are fucking idiots.
Grown ass men talking about pissing upstairs.
He's probably like, I gotta go pee. You guys keep talking about going pee. I gotta go pee. I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna go pee. So it's just granite. Like, so you walk up and you just pee onto this granite wall, and then it goes down a slot into a drain or whatever. There's no flushing. There's no nothing. But the amount of like reflection that comes off of a flat granite wall onto your shoes was inappropriate.
Dude, this is freaking high end, man.
Yeah.
Granite? We're over here just trying to fucking plasma torch a
keg and put it on top of a PVC pipe.
Jeez. Granite, marble. Jeez, man, you're on a whole different level.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think they're just a tiny bit fancier than the Martzens. Minutely.
You know what I feel like? This is the last one I'm going to say.
All right.
You know what I feel like they need to bring back?
What?
I remember going to the Kingdom, seeing Seattle play back in the days, right?
Yeah.
They need to bring back
the trough.
Piss troughs.
Yes.
Right? How efficient were those?
That's so efficient, because then you could just, like, if you've got a broader shouldered guy or a narrower, you can cram as many guys as you can cram in there.
How you doing, Tom? Great game so far, right? Every once in a while, the poor bastard that drew the short straw and the things to do had to come in, back bar, bucket of ice, right? Yes. He would throw the fucking, dude, piss troughs.
the fucking bucket of ice in the piss trough. Like, I understand. Like, at first I thought it was like, what, am I supposed to aim at this like Cheerios when you're teaching your kid how to go to the bathroom? Like,
you better move your hand, Tom. I'm coming in hot.
Ooh, you've got a big chunk of ice over there. Ooh, sword fight. Ooh.
I remember it was very efficient, right? And it's a little more intimate when you're around a circle trough pissing with 15, 20 other guys. But dude, you get the shit done.
Way more efficient. I think you're absolutely right. I think the trough. Well, so here's the thing. Are we going to get super fancy, or are we going to weld a couple of these kegs together and cut it sideways and turn it into a trough behind that structure?
Well, you know me. I have kegs.
Some really shitty welds, and it's just duct tape together. Oh no, we'll use flex tape.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah,
that'll be our next sponsor is Flex Tape.
So no, I have some old kegs.
Need to build a urinal out of a keg?
Boom.
Flex Tape.
That's right. I have a few kegs that from breweries that are no longer
don't exist.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've been kind of storing them, waiting to figure out.
I'm sure Kate's really happy with the whole storing kegs.
Well, no. See, these are all at tap, so she doesn't.
Okay.
I have one keg at my house that I saved from Portland Brewing. So I made a table out of it. I put a round on it that I polyurethane. I kind of turned it into an end table.
Look at you, bougie.
So, buddy, come on now. So I have one keg in the backyard, so she has to deal with that one. But all the other ones that I have, it's just random, shit's closed around COVID or after COVID or whatever. So I kind of own them. I'm never gonna get my deposit back for them. So at this point, I say we experiment. Let's have some fun with them.
All right, we're gonna make some modern art out of some kegs.
There we go.
And we're gonna paint it with our pee.
Yes, we are.
Oh shit!
Well, all this talk about piss and the bourbon I'm drinking, we gotta score this because I think Big Mike has to go again already.
Really?
It's coming up soon, buddy. Unless you're going to try to hover me and hold me over your toilet. We can try to.
You want that to be the next social media post is me trying to hold you up, one, hold you up, and two, you trying to aim down into a toilet.
It's kind of like whack-a-mole in a way.
I'm just going to end up with piss all over my feet. You know it.
Hey, we'll bring it full circle. I'll find a fucking astronaut outfit for you. And
God damn it. You know, the worst thing about this fucking podcast is I end up oversharing a little bit too much, and then it's just held over my head. Like,
I won't bring it up
astronaut
again.
Alex is pissing all over himself.
I'm not bringing it up again, but you might be. Your name might have been changed in my phone.
You fucking dick. God damn. All right. Do you remember what we were drinking today?
I'm still drinking it right now, yes.
Okay. I'm going to make you do all the details this time.
I'm still drinking. You talk about the details.
I'm glasses to my mouth, jackass. Astronaut Alex is busy filling his tank.
All right, well, here. All right, so I will tell you right off the bat from our good source that gave us a little info about the
Blade and Bow.
Right? Yeah.
Blade and Bow.
No, I'm saying how he said it was a nice spinoff.
Yeah.
I like it, and it seems readily available, right?
Yeah.
And what was the price point? Around 50?
Yeah,
Is that where we're
40.
at?
This one was 48. Yeah.
All right, so it's hitting. It's checking a bunch of boxes on Big Mike's list.
Yeah, availability.
Yeah, I'm
reasonable
big on that.
price point.
I'm too lazy to chase the shit all over
yeah.
town.
I mean, those people that like will drive all over God's green earth looking for stuff, fucking nut jobs.
Well, it's exhausting. I do it with kegs right now, right? Oh, what? I do it with kegs. I just got one from Breakside, right? It's a double Wonderlust. I had to frickin' email and text like 3 or 4 different people to make sure this keg showed up. And then it showed up, and it was a frickin' 6-stall, little 5-gallon one, and it was expensive. Good. It's really frickin' good.
Good, but too much fucking work.
Dude, I chase kegs for
you
for
and
a living.
I are lazy bourbon drinkers.
Yes.
So
we have some guests coming up next week, don't we?
Yeah. Next week, hopefully, like they're going to bring with a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of experience.
Because I would put them. I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I would probably stick them a pedestal or 2 above Big Mike as far when it comes to bourbon. I'm a casual drinker.
Oh Jesus, yes.
I have
pedestal or top. No, we're talking like Washington Monument compared to you and
shit.
I.
Okay.
No, these guys actually pay attention and remember stuff. You and I, if it's not in front of us, like, what did we drink last week? I don't know. Let me go back to the Google Doc to figure out what we drank.
Oh yeah, I have a tendency to black out sometimes. Where am I right now?
Yeah. Well, how many of those Mictors did you try?
Oh, here we go. Listen up, astronaut Alex.
Fuck. All right. Look. All right. I won't keep bringing it up if you don't bring up the astronaut.
What were we drinking again? See, damn it. I was on a fucking roll. I'm going home. God dang it.
All right. Drinking the
shit. See,
we're drinking the Blade and Bow. So
it's
this
so
is the replace, like it's similar to a Blanton's, because it's got a similar profile and a few other things, but it's actually available.
And you were doing a little research, and I'm not going to get my phone because I'm fat and I'm lazy. But tell me about this key. Were you looking at this key?
Oh yeah,
key club or key program?
Apparently, there's 5 keys that they put on these bottles.
All right.
And
yep. I'm reading.
And they have there's several stories to them. Like they embody like the Southern traditions or a few other things, but essentially if you can collect all 5 keys and you can go to the distillery, you get a special locker and key and everything else to store special stuff or get special tastings, that kind of a thing at the distillery. So, I mean, I'm not averse to looking for other keys. I've already got key number 5 at this point, all so right. I may look for other keys at this point. I think it's a valid excuse to keep buying bourbon.
All right, and see if we do our trip to Lexington.
Yep.
To do a little UK trip.
Yep.
We can then go redeem our keys.
Yep. I think then we'll record a couple episodes live out there as well. Like, we're never leaving the locked room. We're just going to keep drinking there, recording episodes.
Yeah. Why I live here now.
Well,
I'll bring my little sleepover bag like I did and have your son bust my balls about bringing a change of clothes, thinking I'm a fucking savage.
Well, just don't take a shower here because you're going to pee in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to pee all over it.
In it, not all over it.
All right, sorry, I'll keep it in it.
There you go.
No, I'm a fan.
No, I think this is really nice. When we first were drinking, I felt like it was a little warm coming out the gate, but it's smoothed out a lot, and it's got a little sweetness on the back end.
Yep.
Ooh, I want that to be my nickname.
Sweetness on the back end?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll change your name if you want.
Just not Astronaut Alex. All right, I'm gonna let you go first on rating this one then.
Buddy, I'm torn right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, I don't want to call it a replacement because Big Mike, I love my Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
But it's right up there.
Yeah?
And if I'm going off the same grading scale as I did the Angel's Envy, I'm leaning towards a high gold right now.
Yeah. Well,
what's your thoughts?
I think I'm going to have to go with a high gold as well, just because, one, it's available. Two,
I love that. I love the price point.
Yeah, the price point is good.
I love the flavors.
Yep.
I like the fucking key story, right?
Yep.
I love all this stuff.
There's enough on this that makes this a good, like, I'm either going to sit around and watch golf on a Sunday or whatever I'm doing. I could open this up and have a couple of good glasses of this and be happy with what I did, as opposed to, holy fuck, I have regrets.
No regrets, buddy.
No regrets. So, no.
See, are we on the same page?
Yeah, no, I'm going high gold on this one as well.
Well, shit. I feel like we need it like we need a little music right there to
just go pee in the cup again.
Well, you got about another 90 seconds, and you might hear some more peeing in the cup.
Okay, I'm hurrying. I'll get us through the outro. Hang on.
It's not that bad, buddy.
Don't pull an Astronaut Alex.
No, I like it, man.
Yeah. All right, so official score is high gold.
High gold. Look at that. We got through another one with our
fucking pros.
With our rating system, which
apparently is still fucking wrong.
We'll save it for another episode. Don't even get me started.
Not that we're bitter about it. Can't get anything right.
That we might pick up the next episode. I don't want to cut into our guest time too much because I'm looking forward to having our buds on.
Yep. All right. So
but we will bring this up. It's going to be tabled for a later date.
Fair.
All right.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
No, I know, dude. It's literally they're doing it at the
Eiffel Tower.
Kate and I were in London a while back. They had pictures up.
We cannot do a live episode while we watch that.
No. There will be no live episode.
Nothing appropriate will come of that.
It'll just be I'm not even going to do the sound effects.
All right. Well,
high gold.
Yeah, high gold. So episode 18 of the Whiskey and Wine podcast is
in the books.
Yeah. Every shower is a urinal.
Yep.
Every Gemini capsule is a urinal. Every hole in the ground is a urinal.
Yeah, and you can turn it into a fun carny game. That's what we learned today. Oh, and golden showers are something different.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Thank you for not taking us down that road.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another episode also.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Whiskey and Wine podcast. Remember to follow us on social media. On Instagram, we are Whiskey and Winecast. You can also go to www.whiskeyandwine.com to see current episodes available, upcoming episodes.
Go listen to our trailer for shits. Oh, once it gets approved.
Yeah,
right?
once it gets approved.
Right,
yeah.
Never mind.
That thing was. Oh man, that's just audio gold right there.
I was feeling it too.
And jump up and hit us up on socials or at the website and let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, or what you want us to talk about next time, or if you think we are missing some guests that should be hopping on here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can throw yourself under the bus if you want.
Yeah, you can nominate yourself if
Absolutely.
you want. Just no more talk about our grading scale, ladies out there.
Yeah, seriously. Right. We're never having you on if you knock our grading scale. All right, thank you guys so much for listening, and
Heck yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Next week, you guys.
The Whiskey and Wine Podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house, founded in 2014. Tapforia has 28 taps including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are also a bottle shop as well? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, and 12 pack of the latest, greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located at Highway 99 in Tigard, visit tapforia.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beers and wines.